Learn,
play, win.
Oh my God.
We are
Scrub. What the heck?
My bad.
All right, Sarge.
Sarge was going in. You
I
should see
love
the
Sarge.
director's cut.
Okay.
No.
Relax. Yeah, literally, relax.
We got winners corners,
Sarge is
man.
unhinged.
He is absolutely
I
unhinged.
love Sarge.
For sure, man. Two of the Japanese representatives at this event, Shuton and Acola, gonna duke it out. Obviously,
These
Acola's
two
been holding
actually
that
haven't
title.
played for a long time.
Been a minute.
The last time they played was, I believe, around 8 months ago at Myasuma number 7, which was actually Acola's breakout tournament. So, like, the last time these two faced off was, like, grand finals of who the hell is this Acola kid? And then everybody was like, oh.
And now he's known.
Yeah, and now we know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
this guy's a threat.
Yeah, this kid is definitely something special, man. Really reminds me of Zach Ray back in the day, right? Just so youthful, so talented out of Japan. And he is not disappointed in a lot of his, all of his tournament showings.
I think his worst placement, like, ever was like a
Fourth?
5th at some
Or
random
fifth.
Japanese tournament. I don't remember exactly what it was. I think he lost to like Abba and somebody else for like 5th, and that was his worst placement ever.
Yeah, absolutely insane. Ooh.
He's placing these hits right now
He
against
is.
Shuton.
Oh,
Putting up that
no!
ball. Yeah. See, that was so slick because he like being able to build terrain and control where your opponent has to recover in situations like that, especially for Olimar playing telegraph, is so powerful.
An on-rail shooter. You got no choice here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gotta hold it.
Oh dear.
Not
Chase.
Yeah, we put the box up, but we got nothing left. He's not even mining.
No.
That's a
That's the
pretty
Acola
critical thing,
special.
yeah, about Acola is like he just sometimes decides I'm going to beat the hell out of you. I do not need resources to do it.
He doesn't even have a tool. He's just picking up dirt with his hands. He's got a
Just
little
throwing
bucket.
it at him. Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
that was
was
a
that
catch.
a grab?
Yeah.
I think that was
That
a
was,
grab.
Yeah,
it
it
looked
was.
like the startup, and then Shuton short hop bared out of it.
Yep.
Which I actually think that grab works pretty well as an anti-air, so that was kind of ballsy by Shuton to go for as well. But now that resource meter getting refreshed, now that he has an axe, a little bit scarier too.
Back here, opportunity.
Oh.
They have the footstool into Dare. Not gonna kill, but decent amount of damage. Allows them time to kind of set up shop here.
Oh my goodness, bro. Empowered and sending you flying.
I'm surprised he's alive.
I kind of like, as far as he zipped out, yeah, I thought there was a stock there.
Yeah.
Not quite yet. Shuton's still hanging in there at quite the deficit.
He's got to find a way out of it. No. Okay.
Yep.
I thought that block was about to break and drop the anvil on
that
his
would've
back.
been
No.
You see the cart. He actually got back in the cart and then popped back out. Right now, 144 on Shuton, who is surviving way longer than he should have by
Yeah,
all
I
accounts.
definitely thought the last 2 hits probably should have KO'd, but nonetheless.
What's
Yeah,
killing
I'm
me
accurate.
is Acola doesn't even care. Like, he's not even trying to force this issue.
Nope.
I will swing and something will hit eventually. And that's the Steve special, because he's got so much straight hit kill power that eventually one of these swings is going to, like
There
that
you
dash
go.
attack right there, right?
Yeah, sure.
Eventually something is going to hit, so he can just keep playing that game and keep throwing out those hitboxes and be confident that, okay, eventually I'm going to find that hit and I'll win the stock off.
Oh my goodness,
man,
wow. Look
back
at,
air huge there.
Oh, not again.
The wall. Oh, man. Barely gets away.
oh no. Not sure he is going to get away.
Oh, the stall on that too. I thought it might extend the hitbox a little bit, but not quite enough. But still, a full stock lead for Acola. Hard to imagine he's going to drop this. I mean, he's not really one to drop leads like this.
No, it's very rare that you see somebody clutch against Acola. He's just so solid playing with a lead. And yep, that
up
should be
smash.
it.
Well, damn.
Very solid game one. Two
Yeah,
stock.
for sure.
What else do you do here, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Maybe Pyra Mythra.
I'm wondering that, but I don't know.
So another one of the off-stream matches that I was watching was Shuton versus Sonics. And Shuton actually lost very heavily game 1 with the Aegis, and then won 3-1 with Olimar. And so I'm wondering if he's just like, okay, Aegis is off the table, that went really badly, or he might do it, and yeah, he just locked on to the Mythra, so
Okay,
he's
let's
gonna
see
try it.
I think at this point, might as well try. It's crazy, though, because I always see Shuton as someone who's, like, pretty decent at breaking down a lot of matchups in general. But Acola is just a different breed right now.
Smaller stage too. Wants Smashville, just wants to stay engaged. Probably just wants to sort of frame rate it or frame data against Steve here.
Yeah.
Just kind of rush him down and force him into these spots.
Like
Seems to be working pretty well.
Yeah, Battle of 2 of the best DLCs out there for sure.
You forgetting Kazuya.
I said 2 of.
Alright, fair.
Got him.
This freaking
Weasel
guy.
words. Oh, cheater. Look at this. Acola with no offense just yet.
Yeah.
Oh, but he's about to get some right now off that up tilt.
Yep, 37, not too much though.
He's really good at just kind of sparking it too.
Prominence
But
Revolt.
Prominence Revolt.
Not gonna great DI there though. Acola not gonna die from that side.
This is an interesting matchup because I feel like Pyra gets a lot of use just because she has such huge hitboxes.
Oh, she just swings through the blocks
just-
like nothing,
yeah.
like butter.
Remember at a time when Pyra Mythra was like the most hated of the DLC characters
Right.
at the
That
time.
was SWT
Yeah.
2021
Yeah.
where we had top 3.
Yes.
Got him. Wow, what a catch.
shot, bro.
Yeah.
Love that.
Nobody goes for snipes like that.
Not at all.
Oh, I love
Nobody
that.
does
That's my
that.
favorite thing, man.
You got,
Goated.
you got to make plays like that,
You
man. You really do against someone like Acola.
That's just you're a Steve. I know you're going to minecart out of disadvantage. Hold
Yeah.
this.
You can see Shuton again. I mean, he's living a long time. 123.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, living that far on Olimar is even more impressive. But
Still, here we go.
Dude, yeah.
The jab lock. There.
Oh,
Got him.
my
Going to
God.
Prominence Revolt. Let's go.
I love that he went
go.
for Prominence Revolt. Now there's like an up air or something like that. No, he wanted that stock
Yeah,
and he
that was
took
the only
it.
way of getting
he
the
could
kill
have just
there.
taken 3%,
Yeah,
but no, he wanted more.
He wanted it all. I love that.
Sheesh.
He wanted that kid gone.
Yep.
Decimation right now.
And it was all off of a read too in the first place, right? Because he just called out Acola doing full hop minecart, throws the side B, then gets the footstool off of that into the jab.
Yeah.
Like that was just
Reads
all.
the tech chase.
It was beautiful, beauty.
I love the
Oh.
change.
Back throw for stage positioning here. Forcing a lot of iron usage out of Acola too. It's just every time he gets hit, he has to do like anvil or minecart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shuton's like, that resource bar is going to burn out eventually, and when it does, you have no escape.
And when you're this far down, you don't have the luxury of
Oh,
being able to
oh,
dip back.
wait,
you
I
should
think
be
it's
okay.
alive.
Okay,
Yep.
but
The
just
drift.
barely.
That was a
Great
super
momentum.
weird exchange, though.
With like 10% more damage, he might not have made that.
Just a little bit more rage too.
Yeah.
Right. Like any sort of factor there,
Up
he's
tilt,
dead.
yep.
But
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, Shuton.
Easy coverage there, man.
Yeah, returns fire in a major way with the Aegis.
Kind of a blow up, honestly.
100%.
Yeah, and it's, you know, Pyra is just so good in a lot of those situations, right? Because you're thinking of most people need to be afraid of the anvil, need to be afraid of Mancart, and she has so many tools from her aerials to her specials that can really navigate around a lot of these hitboxes and still hit Steve. And Steve does not want to get hit by Pyra. No one does.
right, that side B especially, like the blazing edge.
Yeah.
Shuton used it better than probably any Aegis I've ever seen in this matchup. Just I'm going to
It
call
is
out.
very
I'm going
good
to
in
call
this
out your
matchup.
jump. I'm
Yeah.
going to call out your side B.
Yeah.
I'm going to and sets up so much off of it. Like that
Yeah.
that Prominence Revolt combo. Who does that?
Yeah, like if you generally have the footstool down from side B, like it's such a great tool in general, but especially in this kind of matchup, because again, to your point, it's going to hit him, Steve out of pretty much the majority of the moves, and then you get the footstool. You might be looking at 50, 60, or like we saw earlier on, a little straight up kill.
Going to FD, I honestly saw this stage picked as a counter pick, and I was wondering if Acola was going to go with the Kazuya, but sticking to the Steve, and it is a very good stage for Steve because he just gets so much control over the terrain.
Yeah, there it is, a shot.
Okay.
Can do another one.
Yep.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, bro. Shuton has
Oh,
really.
oh, it's the hard part. This one's really.
Yeah. I mean, he's really just kind of stepped up into another gear, so it's switching off of the Ollie.
Shuton's mad about giving this kid his breakout.
Seriously.
Said never again.
Oh, you're going to
Yeah.
get called up there.
Maybe again.
Yep. Okay.
A lot of Pyra. Pretty
Yeah.
much mostly Pyra.
Very good in this matchup, just like
Yeah.
Matt was talking about.
She got those hitboxes, man.
Yeah, Mythra can help with mobility and really kind of setting the pace, right? But once you get in any of these situations, you get a juggle, you know, you get them off stage, you just want to throw those hitboxes for
Yep.
days. with
If you
Pyra.
want to go straight hit for straight hit,
Oh,
I
for
mean,
sure.
she's not bad at that.
Feels
Yeah.
like she could just brute force her way through a lot of things, too.
Even the wall, you see it
Yeah.
there, running up and getting that grab after knock off one block.
Shuton's actually also doing a much better job than like the average player of using the blocks to his own advantage. He's either like using them to his back to prevent from getting like KO'd off of something or jumping off of them to reset after going for something. It's very impressive to see like the awareness that he has to use his opponent's biggest tool against
Oh,
him. And
yeah.
God.
a whiff grab
Nice.
right
Yep.
there
And
is
he'll
just going to
take
be a
that.
gimme.
Yeah, and I mean, that's what I was talking about earlier. Like, Shuton's really good at kind of breaking down a lot of matchups. So I was surprised when we saw that kind of initial blow up there from Acola. But I think now Shuton is definitely in the right place in mind.
Does lose out to that time, though. Minecart plays no favorites.
Not at all.
Minecart will eventually hit. You throw it out enough, eventually it's going to land, and you see it there.
Like
even
that
from
owning
like full
Pluto
stage.
clip from SmashCon.
Oh, yeah.
I will minecart because it is strong.
It is a good move.
Yes.
It is a strong move, yeah. You can see there it is. Yeah, we got these
easy
up
combination.
tilts. The up air. Easy Steve stuff. Steve comboing vertically, which is kind of interesting. So many other characters in this game combo, you know, left to right horizontally. Oh,
Yeah.
man, there we go.
And if you're Aegis there, you don't have any other options, right?
No.
So it's just
No,
kind
no
of-
jump,
You need
you're stuck.
Acola to
Yeah.
mess up, and he's not going to.
Yeah.
Does get back with it this time around just because Acola doesn't have time to set up.
Yep.
Has to get back
Oh,
on stage.
dude.
Oh, no, he might be dead from this.
Now he's got the setup time.
That should be okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just barely got in there, but
There,
even
back.
still, Becker, wow.
Man.
Crazy
Hello?
retire. Crazy
That's
how much
crazy.
that just swings too. Like Shuton just starts off so strong, and then Acola just says, nah.
And don't forget that it auto cancels too, and you can get out scot-free after it if you're landing.
It's a huge shift.
Yeah.
All right, so now we got another counter pick here from Shuton. Wondering what the stage is going to be.
FD definitely did not work out well,
No.
so probably going to want to avoid stages like Talos as well. Wonder if we just
Did
run it back
he?
to PS2.
Did Shuton win on Smashville? I'm not sure.
It was the Smashville game. Though.
Okay, yeah. All right,
I
small
don't think
battlefield
there's DSR,
then.
though, because this is Genesis 8.
Right. Yeah, we got him right here. Players. Well, hold on. Players cannot pick the last stage. They counter-picked and won.
So
on.
MDSR,
Yeah, right.
okay.
So it's both. All right, here we go.
Or sorry, yeah, that's TSR, not MDSR.
TSR. Yeah, too many.
There's
SRs.
too many SRs, yeah.
Whatever.
Go to a stage you like.
All right. Here we are. Small battlefield.
I like this stage a lot for Aegis, but I also feel like if Steve puts you in the blender, you're not really going to be able to escape that easily just because he can control the space between the two platforms so well.
Yeah. All right. Last cast here for Shuton. Make something happen. He's getting a game with the Aegis.
I like shooting that side special right over the block, especially when he corners himself, like puts him
Yeah.
up all the way to the side, because there's nothing lost there. Stops him from mining for free.
Yeah, and you got to show, like, once you have that kind of capacity, then you can start the mix-ups, right?
Right.
Otherwise, they don't care what you're doing. You can dash back and forth. Look at him. He did not care. He just stayed there just mining, right? You need to show them that you can attack them from that position.
Ooh, parries, but doesn't get rid of the landing hit, so you can't get the up smash off of that. A little bit unfortunate for Shuton because he definitely had the right idea.
Another fair.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. I like that. A lot of pressure being applied, but just skating by
Really?
Oh,
barely.
man.
Yeah, the dash attack was a little bit too much, a little bit too slow. Thought it was going to be a grab, but it doesn't matter.
I
Up
think
smash will do it.
could have done a prominence revolt there, too, potentially.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh, good
Yeah,
catch.
up air will do it.
Yep.
Yeah, and again, most
Drifted into
characters can't do that, right? Most of them have to respect Anvil.
Yeah, that's a thing that like Aegis and a couple like maybe a little bit less
Oh,
relevant characters
nice
like
range
Ike
grab.
have,
Yeah.
where they have that big sweeping up air that they can
Yep.
just throw to flank the anvil. But you need to do it preemptively. You have
Exactly.
to know they're going to anvil, but even if preemptive gets that footstool, looking for a little bit more off of it, doesn't find anything.
Yeah, just gives them jab, decent damage here.
Pyra's rapid jab's real good.
It is. I mean, all her jabs are good, honestly.
Yeah. The gentleman too
Yeah,
kills
very
at ledge
good.
sometimes.
Yep.
Very strong.
Very good tool.
Is able to get around the anvil. Okay, gets the down air, but can't really combo that much. Is able to escape the up smash.
And a weird bit of like maybe analysis paralysis by Acola there, just kind of sits there and holds shield while Shuton's vulnerable.
Good up air.
Oh, that was so good by Shuton because Acola ran out of the pickaxe. He had nothing left, and he had to build immediately, and Shuton just applying that pressure as he's building. And now no materials, does have the diamond, but nothing in his pocket. And now he has to build the table.
One block of dirt. All right, gets the table back out. Up smash.
Oh, gets the
Yep,
stock
that
too.
would do it.
Yeah,
Alright.
okay.
Probably doesn't want to build diamond here though, because he's so close to losing the stock. Doesn't want to waste that resource
There, we're
unless he
going to
gets
run
the
for
second one.
chase. Yeah, looking for that minecart. Still gets him even though he's on that block. Good
So
stuff
evenly
there.
matched here. You can see breaking the table too. trying to get rid of as many resources as possible. The diamond is out now.
You're saying evenly matched. They're like perfect 0-0
Right.
last stock.
Oh, yeah.
And they did it second stock too, where it's just like
Catch.
they're going just totally blow for blow here. But this is a huge swing for Shuton there.
Looks like Shuton's been using Mythra a lot more in this match.
Yeah, now he's just kind of rushing
More
him
so,
down.
yeah.
Again, being able to dictate space or like pacing overall, right, with Mythra is so good.
Especially on
at
the
the
smaller
end.
stage.
Right.
Yeah,
100%.
and dash everywhere. And now has him in a juggle situation.
Look at the
exactly where you
threat
wanna be.
there. That's so good. Just threatening under, feigning a jump, and then landing with him for jab.
Money. Yeah,
Back here.
yeah.
It's just so
Good
easy.
stuff.
Yeah, man.
He makes it look so simple. It reminds
does.
me of what we saw from Mia earlier when he was chasing Odin. It's like, how do you get down on Steve? Why does this look hard?
Frame trap after frame trap after frame trap. Shuton's so good at that too, of just like, you have to air dodge here or you die, and then when you air dodge, I'm still there.
Yeah. And there's a lot of little things you can do there, right? Just in general, Pyra has some of the better just like landing traps. You can go for like an easy like OS out of the up air as well too, just to cover any way they kind of drift. So all in all, just good stuff there, Shuton, to keep him airborne and then to finish it out.
All right, well,
Game
game 5, I mean, this is great for Shuton. Again,
Yeah.
you know, some bad experiences in the past against Acola, so have an opportunity right now to put him in losers. I'm sure he would love that chance.
Kalos as the counter pick too is interesting because FD is gone because of TSR, and I'm betting Shuton probably took off town just because of how that first game went. But Kalos just is such a big stage. Like, sure, you have a lot of space to build, but Mythra also has a lot of space to do Mythra stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Like already off the bat, 56%. Shuton might really like this stage.
Oh, and he's doing great. Even going for the easy combo there, going for the up B ender, and now has a chase with Pyra just where he wants him. Potentially can find a stock right now. Forward throw, yeah.
Shuton definitely
Let's
playing
try.
with a ton of confidence right now. I mean, ways of putting on all this pressure, kind of smothering Acola in some of these situations as well.
This would be huge to get into winter semis too at an
Yeah.
event this stacked. I mean, realizes what's on the line, absolutely.
Where this will go on the
Whoa!
face, either
Nice.
Spargo or Mia.
Looking for the dare here. Oh, it just does landing there. Yeah, that's actually something I don't
was
think we've
so
seen
sick.
it all throughout this set from Shuton. Just kind of been holding that in the back pocket.
Yeah.
And now pulls it out game 5 for a first stock. Very, very good for him.
Yeah, that was smart. And of course, Nair actually starts behind
Oh,
Pyra too.
Wow! Got through that with a foresight, and now just the damage racking up so quickly. Again, nowhere to land here. Acola looking flustered.
Yeah, I mean, you got those platforms, but they're on the left and right side, right? That middle ground is just very FD-ish.
Uh-oh.
Shuton taking full advantage of it.
It's exactly what we saw towards the end of game number 4, too, with just frame trap after frame trap, and now that there's no platforms to mix
Yep.
up on, you're even more stuck.
Yeah. And it's also one of the beautiful things about Aegis, right? How you can have that pacing change just in alone with the character, right? Just that switch to Mythra, because he's been so accustomed to playing against Pyra for the
Yep.
majority of the time.
Giving him a different look, man. I mean, both those characters incredibly potent.
That's another thing that Shuton does really well with, too, is just like the seemingly
Oh,
random.
the patience.
Wow.
Nice. Did not pull the trigger immediately. Patience prevailing. And this is a full stock lead for Shuton. Like,
Yeah.
he's got this well in hand.
It is Steve, though. I do want to keep that in mind because he could just die here.
Whoa.
Doing some damage here.
Oh, dear.
Oh, the air dodge
no!
down. That's such a big mistake.
What a-
Shuton also in the camera, just like
Yeah.
putting his head between his hands for a moment.
Yeah, he knows, like, he just, I mean, he let a very, very strong lead, all things considered, get away from him
Wow.
on that. But kudos
might
to him,
have
still
cursed
getting the
him.
offensive going.
Yeah, there's no reason to throw that, especially in Game 5.
yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm sorry, Shuton. I didn't mean to.
Oh, he's going to get the aerial.
Coach Lass always working for the ops, man.
Yeah, free. Op master.
No
Smacked him with
pickaxe,
his
has,
hand.
yeah, has to
Hi-ya.
craft again.
Oh, no. Shuton, who is up an entire stock.
This is rough, man.
Oh,
Okay,
dude.
Things are crumbling right before our eyes. And that might get it.
No,
not
no,
quite.
no.
Okay, not
The
quite.
extra weight.
That's true. That's
That
true.
thing.
Little false finish up there. And Thick Thighs indeed saving lives on that one.
Yes, sir.
65% on Acola means that he can't really get like a straight hit here unless he gets a crazy frame trap combo too.
I feel like Acola hasn't taken a hit in like
He
2
has not.
minutes.
It's been a while.
He was at 65 for like 2.5 minutes, and
I-
Shuton realizing
I can-
how much he threw that.
And you
yeah.
gotta understand that too, because like the score didn't reflect it, but it was game 5.
Yeah.
And for it to end like
Man.
that, I mean, that air dodge, directional air dodge to the wrong side.
Acola
He
looks-
knows,
is
because when he
nervous for
lost
him.
that stock, he was up a stock, he only had 60%.
Yeah,
he knows
man.
he threw that away. Like, that was
Oh,
a great
jeez.
chance to really defeat Acola, and he just...
And he's playing so well,
Just-
too,
yeah, he was
right?
playing out
Like,
of his mind good.
Actually, a phenomenal set, but man, to go out like
heartbreaker.
that.
I feel like it broke his
Heartbreaker.
mental too. Like the